Representing the 27 to 30 foot class in the center console category, the Grady White Canyon 306 has an overall length of 30 feet 6 inches, a beam of 10 feet 7 inches, and a max horsepower rating of 700. Built to handle offshore conditions, she has a draft of 21 inches, a dead rise of 19.5 degrees, a dry weight of 6,950 pounds, and a fuel capacity of 290 gallons. Now, let's hear more from our hosts, George Labonte and Rick Riles.
Rick, we're on the newly redesigned 306 Canyon. I mean, this is a great boat. This is such a big 30-foot boat, but Grady White is a brand that has huge loyalty among their owners.
Well, you can tell that by their hundreds of Grady owners that get together for Grady Fest, Grady Owners Tournaments. I mean, they've got a brand loyalty unlike anybody else. But look at the fit and finish. You can tell the difference from the moment you step on one.
Yeah, there's quality all over this boat, for sure.
George, how about fish boxes that you can't make the lids slam on? All right, we're out here on the hottest day of the year. We've been here all day. We haven't touched the ice for the insulation in these boxes. Our drinks are just as cold as when we left the dock. Everything about it speaks Grady White.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, let's get back to the family aspect of the boat here. This boat's set up for really comfortable seating up in the bow. One of the new changes in this redesigned model is these swing around backrests here. You can lift this headrest, swing it in, lay back up against it like a chaise lounge and stretch out here, or fold it out of the way if you're fishing. I mean, this is all open space to fish out of. In these seats, forward seating here, you've got 250 quart fish boxes right there. I mean, that should be enough fish box for anybody. You've got an anchor windlass right here that's standard on the boat. I mean, who wants to pull that anchor over and over again until the kids get big enough to pull it up? Push a button, you're on the hook, you're off the hook.
Well, one of the things that makes it a Grady is it doesn't take a lot of work. You understand? You don't have to. You mentioned these backrests. They only come around to about 4 different positions, okay? Everything's based on making you comfortable. Not only have you got a windshield wiper so you can see through the rain or the spray, they've redesigned this whole thing.
Yeah, you've got a full windshield wraps around there, covers you on 3 sides, and also a very sexy design too. I mean, some of these windshields get a little boxy. This is a really racy looking window.
Well, let's step back and take a look at the console, because the inside of the console qualifies more as a cabin than it does a console.
Yeah, this console could have its own show. Rick, I'm trying to figure out how this console is so huge, and this is a 30-foot boat, but there still seems to be so much room in the boat.
Well, I like your line. The console could have its own show, and if you step down in there, you can see why. That's not a center console head in there. That's a sport fisherman head in there. It's just bridging that gap between big boats and center consoles.
Yeah, Rick, I'd go so far as to say that's like a cabin in there. I mean, this isn't crawl inside the console. That's a room there. It's really big. Now look at the size of this dash panel too. I mean, there's plenty of room for a couple of big displays here. All your switching up there where you can see it, not fishing around down below looking for stuff. Everything's right there in your eye line. It's just really well thought out, but most of all, this thing is just big.
One of the things that makes a Grady, if you ever seen more comfortable helm seating.
Yeah, Dad needs a comfortable chair to run the boat from. These are definitely comfortable.
The upholstery's luxurious, the pads are thick, but I gotta tell you, these high back chairs, us old guys need these high backs.
Oh yeah, you learn to love those in a hurry. You know, one of the features about this boat that you're gonna really appreciate, and a lot of people don't even understand the value of it, is a true self-filling cockpit.
George, I started running charters in a boat that we all stood up to our ankles in water. I know exactly what you mean, but we never could have envisioned a cockpit like this and a setup like this. Your sink, your live well, your tackle stations, everything right where it belongs. This company was established in 1959. They have learned every single year since then.
Yeah, don't gloss over this right here. There's a 47-gallon bait well right here. Full column distribution, Rick. I mean, the water is coming through. It's diffused from top to bottom coming in. Instead of just having a jet of water punching all your baits in the head when they swim by, it fills the tank from top to bottom. The inside of the tank is blue, which is calming to baits too, and it's lighted in there. All of those things are great to keep your bait happier.
And people don't realize there's no secret weapons, but man, oh man, is keeping your bait fresh till the end of the day one of them.
Absolutely, and when you got fresh bait, you're going to catch big fish. If you need to put a big fish away, you've got a 300-quart fish box back here.
George, back to family features. You've got a pop-up seat here for mama and the kids or whoever wants to sit there. You know how much I love my transom door, right? Not only be able to come in and out of, but if you get that fish of a lifetime, I got to tell you, the Grady White Canyon 306, I'm going to go ahead and call it the Sport Fisherman's Center Console.
Absolutely agree, 100%.